Hey guys, this is Jamie Lola Tallulah Poet Spice, and I am here to do a tutorial on the Tonic Winter Wonderland Box. Woohoo! So let me show you this set. Fabulous. Now, you can get them individually. I bought mine on Create and Craft when they launched, so I got them all as a set. You can get them individually. Within about 30 days, they'll start selling them on other sites, and they may still be on Create and Craft. But here's the Winter Wonderland bauble, and I made one of those, and isn't it pretty? It's so cute. It is not winter themed at all. It is ocean themed. How fabulous is that? Look at it, it's so cute. This one I used 65-pound cardstock for the base. Okay, so there's that one. Here is this one, which is the Winter Wonderland small gift box. I actually made two of these. You'll see one in a future video. Isn't that cute? I love this box. It's adorable. Look at that. So fabulous. And as long as you don't put your decorations on the second flap, you can open and close your box. How cute is that? And look, it just fits in your hand. That's adorable. And I made one of the Winter Wonderland large gift boxes. So, same thing. Winter Wonderland gift box. So fabulous. And then let me go ahead and show you this one. I love it. It is so fabulous. I used some random paper underneath. This is some Graphic 45 paper from the Mother Goose, and this is some paper from Pink Paisley. That was like a man pack or something. And so there's this one. Ah, isn't that gorgeous? I was like, it's a weird combination of colors and patterns, but I was like, I'm gonna do it. I like it. So that's what these three boxes look like. They have their size and everything. And I'm gonna show you how to put together this one. It is basically the same concept for each one. All right, first let me start with the small ball bowl. You can use one 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock to make the base for this, okay? You need 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11 to make this one, okay? Because the die is a little bit too big to get 2 pieces from one page. Then for this one, you actually need, and I think it's A4 paper in UK, which is bigger than what we have in the United States for the most part. So you actually have to use 12 by 12 paper. So you'll need 2 pieces of 12 by 12 unless you have some A4 cardstock. Then you have your decoration pieces, okay? So I just wanted to give you the differences for the size. Okay, so here's this die. It's actually very easy to put together, and it's the same concept for all of them. So let me show you what you need to do. Here is the working die, the die that does all the scoring, the cutting for you to make the box base, okay? So here's that die. And you will need to cut 2 of them, okay? You need to cut 2 of them of your chosen cardstock. Now, this is the top of the box with this crazy little pig nose. That's what I thought it looked like the first time I saw it. So with this part is the top of the box. So anything that you have directional, you have to make sure that you get this is the top, okay? So you cut 2 of those. Then you will see that you have a multitude of layering pieces for the square panels or the rectangle panels and the triangles, okay? So you can layer them up in different patterns. You can use the detail dies to cut into the box, and you can use the combination to cut out of the box like I did on mine. You have 2 tags, Noel, some snowflakes, some branches, and a Merry Christmas sentiment. So, okay, you will need to cut if you're going to do the layering, you'll need 8 pieces for the triangle, and you'll need 8 pieces for your base rectangle. Now, whatever else you decide to do after that is pretty much up to you. You can do a ton of stuff, okay? So like I said, it's simple to do. You cut out 2 of those, okay? And then you work on those. So the first one, you're gonna take it. I'm gonna do it this way for you. So all you have to do is you'll see your straight lines and you see your diagonal lines, okay? So you can see that better on this side. What you need to do is just go ahead and fold all of the straight edges down, 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 and down in the middle, okay? Then you have these triangle pieces that are going to fold up, okay? Now, to me, it was easier if I turned my paper over to the back and made mountain folds. In other words, made everything fold down. That was a triangle, okay? So you do that on all your pieces, okay? So let me show you again. All the straight pieces go down when that's your front. Now, the triangle pieces are gonna go in, you know, they fold up like that. But to me, it was easier to turn the paper over and do the score lines as mountain folds from the back, which means when you're on the front, they're valley folds. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So you can see that. Okay, so then all you're gonna do is do all the folding, do all the decorating, and I'm just gonna put this on here for you. I left 2 pieces. So, I mean, like I said, this is such a simple box, even though it looks uber complicated. All right, so I'm just gonna put that here, and because I have words on my paper, I can line it up easier. So, I need to scoot it that way. So I know there's that, and here's this. So I'll just put that down, put it down. Then I have my piece, and you guys know don't do matchy-matchy. So I alternate pieces and so forth. So just gonna put that there. And what I mean by that is I used the same paper, but when I cut it, I have, see how there's the silver flower that shows up, and then the leaves. So I have opposites, opposites. Like I didn't want silver flower, not silver flower, okay? Then here are your glue tabs, which you folded down, right? Put your double-sided tape on there. You have your second one. You do the same thing. It's exactly the same. Right? I'm gonna pull this off. Put down, pull this one off. Like, see how easy this box is? This box is easier than the kaleidoscope boxes. And we'll just put a little bit of wet glue there. Okay, then you take this edge and line it up with your glue tabs. So, and what I kind of found is if I put that back over, then I can see where the top is and line it up on there. Don't go over the fold line, because then your box doesn't close right. Put that one there. And then do the same thing for the bottom edge. And smash it down. So then you have one big long piece. And then I'm just gonna put down some more. So you see how that goes. Then I'm gonna turn it over. Make sure I got that down. Fold this piece in just a little bit. Put your tape, pull that off. I hope you guys can see because it's like midnight when I'm doing this. That's how I roll, ladies. That's how I roll. Alright, I'm just gonna put a little bit. wet glue on there. Okay. Then you take the other side and do the same thing. So I'm just going to bend this down a little bit so I can tell exactly where the top is. Don't go over the score line. And right there, you've got the basic part of your box done. Woo woo. See? So your box. Now you could, if you wanted to, make a square box like that. You'd have to do some finagling to the bottom, but you could make the box square, but that's no fun. You want the fancy shape. Right? Okay, so now that that's all together, wait for it to dry just a little bit, especially if you used wet glue. All right, go back and try to reinforce your score lines, especially the points, like the points there, just get them a little more crisp. All right, next thing you need to do is, oops, I'm trying to get this the right way. You're gonna take your sides and you gotta form your bottom. Form your bottom, form your bottom. So you take the straight side and you're gonna put it like this, okay? So you're gonna cross them like that. You can use your score tape, double-sided tape, red binder tape. I want to use glue, so I'm just going to pull that in and you just line it up. Hold it there, hold it there, get it all lined up. Even though you have to hold it a little bit with wet glue, I think it actually makes it stronger overall once it dries. If you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and use your red liner tape. All right, now these are the sides, so you're going to do one at a time and see how they dent in. So you're going to end up doing this, right? So just do one side at a time. Oops, sorry. And I found that, to me, for the wet glue, it was easier if I did the tabs instead of doing this section. So I'll put the glue on here, squeeze that inside, get that to line up, and have it all neat. Neat, neat. And the wet glue also lets you move things around if you did not get it straight. So just hold that a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Put the glue on the tab. I'll scooch that in there like that. Push it against there and then fold it over. Just kind of push it. Then just turn it upside down. Kind of rub it, or you can take like a ruler, something, and push it down in there against your table. Okay, does that make sense? Now you're done with the gluing as far as the box goes. The rest is this top. So you're going to, I knew this would look good when it was done. All right, so if you have any issues and you didn't get your points really squared away, odd choice of words, you can go ahead and redo that. So I'm going to take these two little piggies. These little piggies went to the market. Put them together like that. And then flip this side over it. Then you do the same thing to the other side. Smush it in and then put the little piggies through. There you go. I hope I was in frame doing this for you. So there it goes. Look how fabulous that looks. Oh my freaking goodness. And if anything doesn't work, like this isn't really crisp down there, so I'll just pinch it and it'll go in. Just pinch it. Pinch. How fabulous is that? I love that. It came out better than I thought. All right, so then I cut a few little of the branches that they had on there. And I cut a sentiment that says Merry Christmas. And I cut a backing plate and then another backing plate. I don't know if you can see that well. So I cut a black backing plate. Then I cut one out of this. And then I put 4 or 5 layers of white to make it thicker. So you can see that. And this can go wherever. You want to make sure, if you want to be able to get back in your box, don't glue anything down so that this gets glued. So I can't just like glue this down like that, otherwise you can't open the box again. Okay, so you just want to glue on this top tab and not on the slot. So we're just going to put Merry Christmas right there. And let's see. Well, now let's do these first. So let's see, drop them on here. Yeah, let's kind of drape them on there. So we'll do kind of bend, glue this part on there, noticing I'm not going on the other piece of the box, just this top lid here, not the bottom piece. And I got some little glitter paper. So now notice once again, oops, hold that off. I can't put glue right there, otherwise it'll come off. Okay, so if I'm going to glue this like that, I can only glue it partially on and then the rest would dangle. So instead, I think I'm just going to glue it like this onto this piece of the box, right? I'm just going to cut that little piece off. So how cute is that? So adorable. They are so much easier than I thought they were going to be. They look very complicated. I mean, look at that. It looks very complicated, but it's not. And I was absolutely thrilled at that too. I'm like, what? Sweet. Okay, I'm going to glue this on this side. Notice it's the top edge and I'm not covering the slit. Okay. Because otherwise I can't get into the box. And it's pretty good size, so you could get a bottle of perfume in here. You could probably get you could get a mini, like a mini water bottle, and you know, the size of a water bottle kind of thing, the mini ones, that would fit in there. It's pretty amazing that even with the little dips and stuff, it'll fit. All right, let's see. Now, I did say in a different video, but it'll be later on when it comes out, these boxes in most of the Tonic dimensional series, they do not store flat. So here you can see I put this on there. They do not store flat, so there's no way to take this box and squish it down so you can put it flat. If you want to store your boxes flat, what you'll have to do is stop at that point where I had the big long piece together and then had it glued on the other side. You'll have to stop there, because once you put that bottom on, there's no going back. So these will have to stand up or lay down, but you cannot fold them flat again. Okay, so, and that goes for all 3 of them. You can't, once they're together, they're together. Okay, so should we put Merry Christmas right there? I think so, because I have nothing else there. So I'm actually going to put a piece of this high-tack tape on here because I've got all those layers in that glitter paper. So this should make it stick. And then the glue will help keep it on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right here. Isn't that fabulous? I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm trying to think of other ways, other things to do with this box. Because they're just fabulous. Now I'm just gonna kind of smush that down and kind of rub it on there some more. Now you see how I do my stuff. So there is the big box. There's the little one, and then, or the bauble, and then there's the little one. So I hope that was helpful, and if you make one or buy the set, let me know. If you have any questions or want to see any more demonstrations, you can let me know that as well. So like, subscribe, share. See you guys later.